Topical issue: banana trunk to trunk cash. This is an interesting topic where I was taken to learn mother tongue, my ancestral home. I was taken to the two homes. First the maternal and then the paternal. In the paternal home, very near the house, there was a plantation of bananas. And it was good, it was cool. During the time when there was a lot of sunshine, we would spread mats and sit there. I'm not also saying that the maternal place did not have bananas, it had bananas. I'm trying to relate to a thickly structured place where the bananas were growing near the house like a small forest. And I knew when bananas grow, you get the banana and the banana fruit, and chop the stem into pieces for mulch in the garden. Or for people who had cattle, they would chop some for cattle to eat because they are juicy. That is all I knew about bananas and banana trunks. I knew you can cook bananas as plantain type of banana. You could ripen bananas. There are so many kinds of bananas. Banana, is it species or types? Types. But nowadays we see very few. There were others that were small in size. We used to call them sweet bananas. And when they got ripe, they were very sweet. Then there were the large bananas. And then there were some bananas that were purple in color. The fruit would be purple in color. Good for eating when it was ripe, and you could sense its ripeness in the smell. Sometimes just looking at the fruit would not tell you if it was ripe or not. So that was my history about bananas. And then most of the time I moved to town. I schooled in town, a large town, not very large, but it's a large town, and spent most of my lifetime in town. Then I got a chance when I finished school to stay with an uncle, and he was an uncle who used to travel to so many countries. He had crisscrossed Europe, he had crisscrossed Asia, he had crisscrossed North America, he had crisscrossed South America. He had crisscrossed many countries in Africa. So, because of his nature of job. So, one time when we were staying with him, he was heading some station, agricultural station someplace. We were talking with him about bananas. And then he told me, by the way, when I was in the Philippines, I bought a banana, a shirt made out of banana threads. I told him, bananas? He showed me a shirt, it looked beautiful, cotton-like. He told me it was very absorbent, and this is from banana. I was shocked because I could not believe that apart from the fruits which we would eat, and those former days, people would also sometimes bake some kind of bread. They take ripe bananas, maize flour, and some eggs, and would use a charcoal oven, using that to make some kind of bread or cakes. So it left me amazed. I felt the shirt, it was nice. There were fibers that felt slightly different from cotton, tougher. But I could not imagine that you can get clothes from bananas. But since had told me, I took it that way. I was surprised because you get shocked that certain things can produce other things you could not imagine, and left it that point. Recently, I consulted the internet when I thought of those banana shirts from the Philippines. And when I consulted the internet, there was a lot of information that I found that would be beneficial for my people in Kenya, for people in other countries where they have not noticed this need to the extent, because I was checking on the internet and I found a neighboring country is advanced in that technology. I didn't know. Bananas, to many people, the trunks are a nuisance. If they don't have cattle, they mulch, or some cut them and leave them by the roadside, and they are useless things. They have gotten the banana fruit, the bunch, they have gotten the plantain or the ripe bananas, and they don't see the need. Some turn them into mulch. As I was looking at that, I realized that in Japan, they make those clothes that they put on, the kimonos, using banana fiber. Produces beautiful threads that produce clothes. Then as I was looking at that, I saw banana trucks, factories in the Philippines. I realized that we waste a lot of resources. When banana trunks are put through the machine, they are able to produce fiber that can be woven into threads, that can be able to produce beautiful clothing material, very beautiful, tougher than cotton, absorbent to sweat and the other things than cotton, and beautiful. They not only make that, the fibers can be made into ropes, very strong ropes. The fibers can be made into carpets. I was surprised. As I kept looking at other uses of banana fibers or banana trunks, I realized that a banana stem or a banana trunk is not like a stem of the tree. It is made by layers and layers and layers of leaves getting compressed together. And I came to realize that some of this material can be used to make high quality paper, like the paper that is used for making money. So banana trunks, people of Webuye, people of places near Kenya, there is some hope. If one can be able to access places like Kisii and other places where there are bananas, we can have the paper factory working. Paper, high quality paper from banana trunks. I realized that if they are fermented, they are able to produce a type of sap that can be very nutritive to plants in the garden, a very good fertilizer. So it can serve as mulch. Then I realized again that banana fibers can be treated and be used in some car components. That's what surprised me most. Because in many places where people grow bananas, banana trunks are considered to be useless things. You can use them for mulch. Apart from mulching, nothing important, or animal feeds. But to my surprise, I've realized that a banana can be able to produce so many things. The banana trunk So why am I talking about the banana trunk? It's to awaken many of the people like me who was asleep. Wake up, wake up, wake up. I think I've woken up. I was looking in the internet. Who are asleep, looking at money, valuable things, just a smile. This is high time that people from banana producing areas can be able to take advantage of this situation. Find out which machines can be used to get fiber from bananas to get banana threads. I was surprised. Uganda, they're able to produce these things. And what surprised me is that some women hair extension are made from fibers obtained from banana trunks. It is interesting. I couldn't believe that. The useless trunks that people just throw by the roadside. So they can make a lot of money. Apart from the banana fruit, sell the banana fruit, get the trunks, look for a place near your place, communal or whatever. Put up a factory. When you've harvested the bananas, sell the trunks to the factory. Get fiber. It will help our textile industry so that we have cotton industry and banana fiber, very high quality clothes for our country. I saw there are a number of countries that are using these banana fibers for different purposes. But many countries, people do not know that these trunks have any other use apart from being mulch to the garden, animal feeds, and being a nuisance after using. I realized that even in the hole that you uproot the banana trunk, it can be used to grow another plant, giving it moisture and coolness. And a plant will grow, either banana or a different kind of plant. So a banana is very useful. Banana plants are very useful. And it's a high time that we took advantage of these resources in places where they are plenty and are seen as a nuisance to make money. That's why I thought of the banana trunk and said, banana trunk to trunk cash. This is something that will make money. Imagine you've harvested your plantain, you've harvested your bananas, you've made your money. Now comes the time again to make more money. The tractors come, or the lorries come, and you sell them the banana trunks. More money being converted to very important material in the factories. Thought of that, and thought of talking to my fellow Kenyans and to people where bananas are grown but do not realize this value. For those countries that are ahead, we thank you for doing that, because from you we have learned that what many people thought as being just trash can be converted into good money and be very useful to the country, producing clothing fabrics, hair extensions, some components for cars. Very interesting. So, for those who are asleep like me and the others, let's wake up. Banana trunks can be trunks that will make us have trunk cash. That is my take for now.